Hey guys, welcome to the Days of Comics Past podcast. My name is Mike Neal, and with me, below me, is the one and only Caleb No Fucking Face Eugene, and beside me, the one and only Retro Bro. How are you guys?
Hello.
What's up?
It sounds like you're excited to be here. I'm glad.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
Oh, hail to the yes!
Yeah.
Can I get a hell yeah?
Hell
yeah!
I got beer in this coffee cup. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
When's the last time y'all said the word tallywhacker in a regular conversation?
Tallywhacker.
Maybe a
Tallywhacker.
year. I did say that sometime last year. I feel like
I was today years old when I used tallywhacker again. I haven't said tallywhacker in a while. I can't remember the last time I said tallywhacker.
Can you
I
please?
think that's a good
it's a
icebreaker.
funny word.
Can
It's
you
a funny
please
word.
let us know how you use the word tallywhacker?
Well, today I was like, damn, I haven't heard anybody say tallywhacker, or I haven't said tallywhacker in a long time, and that's how I thought about it.
The old tallywhacker, huh?
Now, I'm not thinking about tallywhackers. I just thought about the word tallywhacker, but it's nothing wrong with thinking about tallywhackers. All right, we're not that kind of podcast.
Hold on.
We're all inclusive here.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
We're progressive.
Hold on. What's a tallywhackers? Are you
Two
saying
penises
That's a
instead of
bunch
one.
of
More than one.
Oh,
More than one
yeah.
whacker.
Yeah, that's more than one tallywhacker.
well, you
When
would
it's
know,
tallywhackers, that means more than one.
you would know about that. So how have you guys been doing, man? We didn't do a podcast last week.
Oh yeah, and let me apologize to the audience that my co-host didn't go on without me. They've only been doing it for 2 years till I got here, and it wasn't my fault. I'm just saying.
Caleb, tell them why we didn't do it.
Because you
Me?
You
Because
didn't
of
want
me?
to.
No, because you won't show your fucking face.
What? That
You
Mike
won't show
told me-
your
Mike-
face.
Mike told me
Why would
earlier
I,
that the
why
only
would I
reason
even try to do it if you're not going to show your fucking face?
you
Oh,
still
okay.
could have done it.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Corey on that. It's not like we done it for 2 years beforehand, but okay.
I could see your face. I could see your face.
The
Caleb,
show must
we gotta
go
get you to put on the
Mike.
mask.
Look at me. You can see my face.
Dude, I do have a face. It's fucking awesome. See, it's yellow. It's got horns, little fins as ears. It's pretty badass. His name's Etrigan. That's one of the things we're going to talk about today.
He looks like the guy from Sin City,
All right.
the green guy.
So, unfucking fortunately, like the world is like figuratively and literally on fucking fire right now.
Pretty much.
And
Yeah.
we're going to try to stay away from some of the negativity, but it's kind of hard not to talk about some of it. You know, the one thing I wanted to bring up was a Karen situation.
Which one?
There was which one? That's so fucking bad. We had to say which one. I guess the reason that it's called a Karen situation is because there's multiple situations. But there was one in New York in the park where a man was out bird watching, and he asked a lady that had a dog, please put your dog on the leash because I'm out here watching these birds, and the dog will kill the fucking birds. You know, and there's a law the dog's supposed to be on a leash. And the reason I do bring this up is because here's the man right here. His name's Chris Cooper. And the reason I bring up Chris Cooper is because he is he's part of the comic book world. He is no longer an editor for Marvel, but he was an editor for Marvel. So
Fun fact, eh?
Fun fact. Yeah, so
so that was him in that video.
That was him. So I kind of feel like a lot of people didn't really realize who he was, but he was just a guy that likes to go watch fucking birds. I mean, that's an old time thing to do, but hey, that's the guy right there. You want to go watch some birds, man. But he's also editor for Marvel, so we have to salute him and say, man, sorry.
Middle finger to Mrs. Live, Laugh, and Hate.
Yeah, that's man. That gives like that is just ridiculous, man.
Yeah,
it's just ridiculous. There's no reason to act like that.
Her life is ruined now. She said in a recent interview. She said now her life is ruined. She can't go anywhere. Her family.
Absolutely.
That's what happens when you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Well, even the comic book world is not safe from Karens. I guess
Carol Baskin.
Carol Baskin. Karen Baskin.
Karen Baskin.
Oh shit! Is that like Carol's sister or something?
Yeah.
Who the fuck did she kill? That's the question.
It's Carol Baskin's sister from Martinsville.
Oh, she didn't kill anybody. That's the bad thing about it, is everybody hates Karen Baskin. Even worse, she didn't even kill anybody.
She killed that dog almost.
Yeah, almost, but she didn't. But Carol, everybody hates fucking Carol. But Karen and Carol, everybody has a reason to hate Carol.
I still haven't watched it yet.
Well,
I will, and I won't. I'm gonna be the only person on earth that hasn't watched Tiger King, and I don't care.
It's a
he
fun.
Kills tigers. He sucks. Fuck that guy.
It's a fun watch, man.
Yeah,
it's like fucking insane, crazy shit.
It's like watching.
I will watch Barbershop 3 on repeat all day long before I watch fucking Tiger King.
Barbershop
3.
But I think if I remember correctly, that was just like kind of like a reboot almost. Like it was like almost like watching the first one, but it wasn't good.
It's called My Dad Did Not Know Not to Grab B movies that day. So he grabbed that shit and something else. And I was really upset that weekend, but it's okay. I got through it. I'm a stronger person because of it.
But we're gonna keep going with some comic book related topics, and this little thing come out this week called HBO Max, and it seems a lot of people have been disappointed with it because the content is not exactly what they thought it was going to be. But they did announce that HBO Max is going to have this.
The Snyder Cut. That's not a cut.
Snyder Cut. Now, Caleb, you being the guy that would know all about this, what can you tell us? What can we expect from the Snyder Cut?
Go.
I know a little. I don't know a lot. All I know is that they're doing it and that they've been saying that they were going to do it and they've been dropping hits and people have been talking about it for a long time now. And it started off as just the fans talking about it, and then it grew and it grew and it grew. And here we are 4 years later after, 2 years later. No, three. I don't know. What year did Justice League come out? 2017? I think so.
Hold on, I got to stop you real quick because
in the year 2000.
My dad commented, and I have to pull it up. My dad commented, I have to pull it up. Does Caleb not own a camera? Yeah, Caleb owns a camera.
Absolutely.
But Caleb feels like he's too good to show his fucking face, so Caleb's not on here. But back to the Snyder
Cut. Roasted.
Back to the Snyder Cut. All right. So what I understand about the Snyder Cut is that there is going to be some reshoots, but they're saying the reshoots are not going to include the actors or actresses from the film. So I would assume that it'd probably be like digital stuff. Have you heard about that?
That's not a reshoot. That's a
I know that they were gonna spend like $20 to $30 million on getting the post production crew all back together, and they want to redo everything the way that was originally intended. So,
well, to me,
I would imagine that there would have to be some reshoots, but I don't know.
It seems to me that they probably could get all these people, or maybe just a few of them, together for a week. Just a week.
Well,
have everything set up, ready to go.
With this news of, Henry Cavill,
Superman
recently, I feel like that could possibly be another hint towards something. But who knows?
He was too good to be in Shazam, but now he can do it again, huh?
Hey man, whatever. I'm pretty sure the reason why he couldn't be in Shazam is because he was starting to work on The Witcher.
I'm pretty sure it was. I think we talked about that before.
Yeah.
But are you excited for it, Caleb? Do you think it's going to make a difference? Do you think
it'll be
better?
I heard it's going to be like even longer than the one. It was close to like what 3 hours or at 3 hours.
Justice League was.
I don't know. No, that was Batman versus Superman.
You're talking about Batman versus Superman.
Justice League was like what 2.5 hours. Yeah, Justice League was like 2.5 hours. I think they're talking about this being like 3.5. Yeah, so it's definitely gonna be longer.
It's gonna be interesting.
Wait, 3.5 hours?
Yeah, long.
Look at the Lord of the Rings. Are we getting more members? Maybe.
I don't know. I think
there is
3 hours.
I'm pretty sure that they're talking about bringing Darkseid into it, which is pretty awesome. That would be crazy to see.
I hope it's Idris Elba.
Yeah, that would be crazy. Crazy.
No, I hope it's Lizzo. I hope Lizzo's Darkseid.
That would be awesome.
What a universe always gotta be, Ray.
Oh shit!
Your planet's going down. Oh my god.
I'm gonna switch it up, like hard transition to this. There's something I didn't realize until this past week. I remember I was telling Caleb about how Taika Waititi had directed the last episode of The Mandalorian. And he was like, "What? I didn't know that." I was like, "Yeah, he was the robot too." He's like, "What? I didn't know that." But this guy right here has a connection to The Mandalorian.
Ron Howard?
Yeah. Now, mind you that Ron Howard did direct the Solo movie.
He directed a lot of things.
Now, he did direct the Solo movie, but
like Hannibal,
his connection to the Mandalorian was this chick right here. His daughter directed an episode of The Mandalorian.
Oh wow!
Damn, doing big things.
I can't remember her name right now, but I thought it was so crazy, man. Like Opie's daughter directed an episode of The Mandalorian,
which means she's a director, and there's gonna be more to come.
Yeah, I mean, I think each episode had a different director. So maybe that Ron Howard's daughter is going to be a huge part of the Star Wars universe from now on. I hope so. That would be awesome.
I can't wait for more Star Wars films. I've been loving everything coming out. You can be a 30-year-old Star Wars fan and be cool about it. Let the kids watch the goddamn movie. Shut up. I'm talking to all Star Wars fans my age online. Shut up. No one cares that you know more.
Yeah, it exists. It's being made. It didn't have to be.
Sorry, I got on my soapbox.
It's kind of like when we were talking about the Mortal Kombat movie earlier today. Yeah,
Aftermath.
No. I'm talking about the actual Mortal Kombat movie.
Oh, the first live action.
Yeah, people can hate on that. Hate on it all you want, but you know what? It got made. We got it. Yeah. So
when you're 8 years old in 1990, whatever, when it came out, that was the best thing in the fucking world. Annihilation sucked even as a kid, but the first movie is okay. I watched it with my brother the other weekend.
I shit on Justice League, but guess what? They got made.
Yeah,
it got made.
We had a live action Justice League. Yeah,
there was some 8-year-old kid that was like, "Holy shit, I'm gonna get to see a Justice League movie."
Ben Affleck needed something to do before Kevin Smith's next movie.
Well, but you brought up Mortal Kombat Aftermath.
And the beautiful thing is they'll grow up and continue to love it. That's the beautiful thing.
I have been indulging. I've been indulging in this storyline. It's the attachment to Mortal Kombat 11, the game that's already been out. It's an extended storyline.
I know nothing about this. Can you tell us about it without spoilers? And Caleb, do you know about it?
Yeah, I've played the game.
You played Aftermath?
No, I've not played Aftermath. No, I've played.
You're
game.
not a real gamer.
No, I mean, I guess not.
But without spoilers, can you tell us what is? Because I've seen Aftermath all over Facebook. I've seen people talking about it. What's the excitement?
It's basically that Hootie and the Blowfish song, Time. Time is punishing everybody. They've gone back in time again. And there's this crazy alliance between Shang Tsung, Fujin, and Nightwolf to come back in time after the ending events of 11. And there's other things that happen. And the storyline gets so misconstrued. Like, there's stuff that you find out that based on past events doesn't make any sense, and it gets a little convoluted. But I will say it's a 2.5-hour storyline. The battles are insane. You get to see Shokan battle. You can see all kinds of great stuff, and just everybody you ever thought you'd never see fought, and it's really fucking good. But I will say they took some notes from Marvel. Yeah, the time travel thing is like, damn, chill out. But
hey,
see,
man.
The guy who plays Shang Tsung in the movie plays Shang Tsung in the game, and he is fucking. I mean, come on, that guy is fucking great.
Well,
he oozes evil.
Here's the thing, man. If you see the formula there, use it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it works.
Formula.
And it's continuing Mortal Kombat story, and I love it.
Bro, that's
I love the lore.
I preach about DC, man. DC
Represent.
has the characters. They have the stories. Marvel set the formula. All they got to do is fill in the blanks, man. It's there.
Got the poison, I got the remedy. That's the whitest moment I've had in a while. Wow, I just lost melanin.
I wanted to bring up real quick was this guy
I said
right
melody,
here.
it's remedy.
Remedy? Melody?
I said melody. The lyric is remedy, so I didn't lose. I didn't lose black points. I gained them.
But I want to bring up this guy right here. This guy,
Robert Pattinson.
Yep.
Looking like fucking pretty Link.
Look,
I'm comfortable with my sexuality. A man can be pretty.
Did you watch the Twilight films?
All of them, and I can't say this. Well, can I say this on a podcast? I traded a favor for my girlfriend for each film, and I watched all of them. Yeah.
So you had to work for him.
It was worth it. And once you find out what happened, it pisses you off. No, once you find out the end of the Twilight, that shit's ridiculous.
All right. So
it's perverted too.
All right. So I've never watched it. I just knew him as
you watched it. Yes, you did.
I watched them back in the day when they first came out.
I watched
Degrassi.
I watched. Yes. Screw
whatever
Twilight.
it takes.
Yes, but I watched about half of the first Twilight movie. That's all I've watched of it. When it comes, let me pull his ass back up. When it comes to this guy,
you want to pull Robert Pattinson's ass back up?
I legitimately have no opinion, or I didn't have any opinion on his acting abilities or who he is in the acting world, except that's the Twilight kid.
Have you seen Water for Elephants?
No, but what I was you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up because I need to watch that because it has Christoph Waltz in it, and I love Christoph Waltz.
He's a villain too, so it's gonna be great.
Oh,
he's a great actor.
He's a genius. Christoph Waltz is a fucking genius. But Robert, I wasn't sure about. But about a week ago, I could have talked about this in the last podcast. We had one, but we didn't have one because of Caleb.
Because of both of y'all.
No, it's
more
Caleb.
You, Mike.
It started with you. It started with you not.
My brother surprised me and picked me up. I had to get the hell out of Danville for a while.
Understood. But Caleb could have stepped up and said, "Hey, I guess I'll show my face this week." But no,
you didn't even call him about it.
No, it's like beating a dead horse, man.
No, it's not. You didn't even try. You didn't take the shot, so you never know if you would have made it or not.
It's like I didn't hit the horse again.
It wouldn't have worked, though. I mean, you're right.
So
I guess next time I'll just sit at my grandma's house and get my phone, probably bring my ring light, interrupt the cookout just to do a podcast real quick, just to make sure y'all do it.
All right, plan made. I mean, thank you. Thank you for admitting that you were wrong. So
yeah, all right.
I watched this movie with young Robert and William Dafoe called The Lighthouse. Have you guys seen or heard of The Lighthouse? No.
I just thought about The Fray.
Yeah, I have. I've heard about it. I've watched some interviews with Willem Dafoe, and he talks about it.
Let me tell you.
I never saw The Lighthouse.
I respect the fuck out of Robert now. So, watching that movie, obviously he's not playing Batman in the movie, but his acting in the movie made me think, you know what? I'm in. I want to see him as Batman, which
he's supposed to play Batman, yeah.
I mean, but before I wasn't like against it. I just wasn't. I was just like, okay, we'll see what he does. But now I'm actually kind of excited. Like, I want to see what he's going to do with it. I mean, either he's going to fucking, I think either he's going to knock it out of the fucking park, or
it's going to fucking be horrible.
The man can't act.
Yes. I was super impressed with it. Super fucking impressed with it. The movie it's a masterpiece. It is. I cannot tell you. You guys need to go watch The Lighthouse.
Okay.
It is.
You guys need to watch The Lighthouse.
You need to go watch The Lighthouse.
I know.
The lighthouse, the house that has the lights. That it's the ones for the boats. The ships, they see it, they say, "Hey, go over there."
Have you guys seen The Midnight Gospel on Netflix yet?
No, what is that?
It's this really metaphysical, like almost psychedelic kind of show, but the dialogue is so deep. My brother showed me one episode, and like I had to go to beat myself and think for a minute. Like the discussion was about how enlightenment is not the end; it's actually the beginning of the journey. And there's these two characters that are going around, and there's all this cartoon Adventure Time shit's happening. It's like something you eat shrooms to, but it's really good. I strongly suggest that The Midnight Gospel. Hallelujah.
Well, you talk about Netflix and new shows. Space Force come out this week with Steve Carell, and I've watched the first 3 episodes. I think a lot of people are trying to compare it to The Office, and there is that's like the highest mark when it comes to a TV show, in my opinion, is The Office. And I think a lot of fans of Steve Carell they expected like an Office type show, and it's made by the people that made The Office. It's not The Office, but I still think it was pretty. The first 3 episodes.
That dry British humor made in America.
Well, yeah, but I'm telling you, they have a whole lot of nods to The Office, and if you're a huge Office fan, but I enjoyed the first 3 episodes. I'm not going to shit on it, but I've seen a lot of people.
Have you lost your mind? Because I'll help you find it.
I'll help you find it. God, fucking Stanley.
I don't look like him.
No, you don't look like Stanley.
I'm not dark like that. There's different shades of us. We're not all looking the same. Stop.
One other thing before we get into Caleb's Comic Corner was once again, there's been a lot of shit going on in the fucking world, and I seen something that happened the other day. It was in LA that I have not seen very many people talking about, and I wanted to bring it up. So a very positive thing, in my opinion. So there was this guy, is a homeless guy, and he's a black guy that was, I guess he was just kind of wandering around in the streets, and he got the police called on him. And I guess the police showed up. They started talking to him, and somebody that was just a passerby seen it going on, and they went out their way. They said, I see these cops with this homeless black dude. I see something bad happening. And the guy stopped. He got out of his car and he walked over. And here's the picture. The guy in the hoodie is the guy that I'm talking about. And the guy that is got his hand on him is Denzel Washington. He's just driving by. And he sees these cops with this guy. And he's like, man, I don't think this is going to go good. So he gets the fuck out of his car and goes and helps. And there's a video, and you can't actually hear the audio in the video. But from what I understand, he went over and talked to the cops, and they put the guy in handcuffs, and Denzel helped them through the whole fucking process of putting the guy in handcuffs. He stood there while they patted the guy down, and they were like, okay, this guy's okay. I don't know what was going on. I guess he's having a bad day. We're going to let him go. And then Denzel's over there handing him a handful of masks and patting him on the back, talking to him like, man, you all right? You know, go about your business. But you don't know how that shit may have ended up being. But he stopped.
What's amazing?
I mean, you know, and I know a lot of people talk about fucking like white privilege. And I know this is not comparable, but there is a privilege that comes when you have that kind of stardom. If you're a Denzel Washington, you do have a privilege to where you could stop and walk up to a policeman and say, hey, hold the fuck up. Let me help you. Let me help you with him, and let's get this straight. And that's awesome that he went to that extent and he knew what he could do. You know what I'm saying? That shit's fucking awesome.
I'm sorry I didn't mean to cut you off before, but you said something about Denzel earlier, and I know what you're talking about. But you know what the funny thing about that story is? I saw that on a TikTok a long time ago, and I had no idea it was Denzel Washington until you told me today. I've seen that story. Yep. I didn't know it was Denzel. That's tricky. I mean,
all right. Well, let's fucking.
Can you imagine that though? That's the best pep talk in the world.
Well, let's crack on it for a minute. Look what the fuck this motherfucker's wearing. He's got like fucking some shorts with some long socks on.
So what? He's comfortable. So what?
I just
ain't gotta be wearing a suit all the time.
I'm trying to make a little light of the situation. It looks like he's got a little belly sticking out right there, but it's still Denzel. You know, that motherfucker, he's like, fuck, one of the most amazing actors of all fucking time.
That dude's gonna have that experience the rest of his life. Like, I better end in a laugh. You know what I'm saying? Denzel, all right. You're gonna be all right.
You gonna be all right. Yeah. Oh my God, Denzel, man.
That was a terrible Denzel. But anyway.
Mine was fucking horrible. I shouldn't even tried it. But that's an amazing story right now, especially in the times that we're in right now. And I just feel like people are not talking about that enough. Yeah. And you know what, dude? I'm not gonna say which side of the fucking aisle. There's a fucking side of the aisle that constantly talks shit about Hollywood, saying like these people, they're rich, they're famous, you know, they shouldn't even have a fucking opinion and shit. But look at this. I mean, look at this motherfucker. He stopped his fucking car and got out to come help this dude that needs fucking you don't know how that shit would have ended up. You know what I'm saying?
That's what patriotism really looks like.
You only see one cop right there, but it was like fucking 3 or 4 fucking cops. It wasn't just that cop. You know, it's amazing. I mean, I don't know. Denzel, personally, well, Denzel Washington, I'm saying like I'm on a first name basis with him, but I don't know him personally, but that speaks fucking volumes for him to just stop. Like, dude, is he? Shit.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have him on the podcast next week.
Well, I don't know, man.
Fucking nuts.
Oh shit. Well, I guess it's that fucking time, man.
Is that time?
It's that time.
Caleb's
Comment Corner. You ready, Caleb? What do you got for us today?
I got the demon. number one.
The
Jack Kirby.
Now, how did you come across this?
Because it's one of my favorite characters. Number one. I have a picture of her in the room, but you know.
All right, man. Tell us all about it, dude. We're all ears.
So, this book is written by Jack Kirby. It's from 1972. From what I understand,
great late Jack Kirby.
Yep.
The great late Jack Kirby.
Yep. And basically, from what I understand, I learned this earlier, and I learned it off a YouTube video I was watching from this comic channel that I follow. So I'm going to drop the source because I am quoting what he said in the video, but I thought it was very interesting.
Fuck
so
him. Don't drop his name. Fuck him.
Well, no, it's okay to cite things. Off your face.
Yeah, you got to cite your
sued in his bitch.
I ain't trying to get plagiarized or nothing. So, but basically, it's Valiant Comics on YouTube. Great comic channel. They are very knowledgeable. Anything you want to know about characters, you can literally go on that channel, search up on their videos, and they've got just tons of stuff. Very informative. Great. Okay, we're past that. All right, now, so the comic is very, very, very much so filled with dialogue. It's got a lot of art and stuff, but it's also got a lot of dialogue, and it's 25 pages, but it's one of the longest 25-page books I've ever read. I think, because it's very complex story, but
a graphic novel in it.
Yeah, but it's not. It's basically just his origin, and the origin is Merlin's got this Eternity book. Merlin, King Arthur, Camelot, all that stuff. But King Arthur's not in this, obviously. But Merlin's got this Eternity book, and he's fighting this sorceress called Morgan Le Fay. And she was also in some of the I think she was in some of the Teen Titans cartoons, some of the Justice League cartoons. So some people might be familiar with her through that because that was the most, I think, recently used mainstream iteration of that character. But anyways, but basically he summons this demon Etrigan to help him fight Morgan Le Fay. And he destroys Camelot after he's done fighting Morgan Le Fay because he wants I think he sinks it or blows it up or something, but basically he wants to protect the book. So he just destroys everything and hides the book, and nothing's left but Etrigan at the end of the battle. Pretty much they destroy all her forces and she flees, and this is back in the medieval times, of course. And basically after it's all said and done, he turns into a man. And time goes by, and he lives throughout the centuries, and he gets really smart, and he basically changes his alias to Jason Blood is his name, and he's a demonologist, and it's pretty cool, pretty awesome comic. There is some things this is a book that I would recommend anybody that would want to read into it. Just kind of look up a little brief video on the character and stuff, just to kind of see the background and see what the story is going into it, because the arc is pretty big and it's a lot of story. But overall, it's a great book. I would definitely recommend people to read it. But like I said, get some background info on that before you go in depth. But yeah, it's great.
So are we talking about, is this going to be a Batman or a Joker?
I would definitely say that this would be more so a Joker. He's a demon. I mean, he is the demon. That's the name of the book.
No. I was talking about on a rating scale. The Batman, Joker being bad, Batman being good.
Oh, okay. Definitely a Batman. For sure.
I just wanted to do that.
That's good.
All right. So here's the thing, right? Because you are picking books that you want to read. And I think that we need to change that. I think that we need to pick the books for you to read.
Oh, man, you got Mike. You know what you fucked up my head on?
What?
The Lego Batman. Now all darkness. No parents. Got a lot of money. Makes it kind of better.
All right. So
All right.
I mean,
I had to get that out of my system.
like,
I'm open to doing that sometimes, but not every time.
well, I mean, we've had the same. No, I wouldn't say we had the same problem because we read books on when we were just doing
I think
audio
Caleb should pick
before.
them.
I don't know, man, because I think he's picking the ones that he wants to read, man.
Why would he not pick? Why would he
don't
not
we
pick
go
something
back-
he wants
why
to
don't we go
read?
back to the way it was, where I pick one, you pick one? I mean, we can do that.
What I mean,
Mike, you're a control freak. You know that?
well, we'll do that. But see, I'm not reading them now. We've let Caleb do all the comics now. I'm not
Because it's
reading it
his
with
comic
him.
fucking corner. I guess
Yeah,
he
that's
should read the damn
exactly.
comic and pick the comic. shouldn't he?
All right. So what we'll do is I'll pick one. Let me pick one this coming week.
You just want to pick it, Caleb. That's all you're doing. You just
No.
wanna pick it. That's all you're doing.
It's because I won't get on the camera. He's
No,
just trying to give me a
no,
hard time.
I just like I want you to fucking shit on a comic every once in a while. That's what I want to hear. I want you to hear.
Well, just tell him to find something he
shit on it.
doesn't like. Then just ask him to do that. You could have done it off camera.
I
too.
mean,
Like
Rick,
some stuff you talk about off camera.
Yeah, I cannot lie to you. I will be completely honest. I have thought about this recently. Whereas, like, I do need some some shitters. I do need some shit ones because you can't have all good. You got to mix it up because.
Then grab some New 52 and find a shitter.
Hey,
All
New
right,
52 weren't all bad.
Not all bad, but it was probably bad in there.
Yeah, it was.
All right, so how about this idea? Every other week, me and you'll read a comic. I'll pick one, and we'll both read it. But every other week, you'll read one that you pick, just
All
by
right.
yourself.
Except Mike will forget to read it, and I'm gonna go pee real quick.
Yeah, he will.
No, I know. If I take that, what was that? There was an X-Men comic that I sent you that I wanted to read, and I told you that we were going to both read it, and then you said you wanted to change up, and I was like, "Well, shit, I ain't got to read it now." I ended up not reading it.
Yeah, I can't remember what that
I'll have
was.
to go back in our messages and look. But there, I mean, all right. So we'll go back, and this is next week. We're going to do X-Men. There was an X-Men comic. And I can't remember what it was, but we will. we'll read that X-Men comic next week. So, well, all right. So we got to figure it out. I had previously, before I had sent him an X-Men comic that I wanted to read, and I wanted me and him both to read it, and then he switched it up. He called it Audible and picked a different comic for that week.
You caught an audible on reading.
Caleb,
Fucking
Caleb.
You called it audible on reading something?
Fucking Caleb. So yes, he did call it audible. He was like, I don't want to read this week. I'm gonna read something else.
Dude, I've read
Okay.
fucking 4 comics this week, man. I'm doing pretty good. I'm actually ahead of the game. I've actually got a few more choices.
All right, so we're gonna figure out what that X-Men comic was, and I'm gonna read it. You're gonna read it, and we're going to have a little bit more of a debate over it or a discussion. Yeah, I do. Like when you and maybe you can just start picking random things, maybe like things that maybe people really haven't heard of.
Archie comics, yo.
Fucking Archie.
That's the first comics I ever read.
You know Archie was gay, right?
There's nothing wrong with that, Mike.
I'm just saying.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Based on the new Riverdale series or something like that? I don't know. I never watched Riverdale.
There was some controversy in the fucking new Archie, wasn't it?
The Riverdale series or the new Archie comic?
There was a
Did they kill Archie or something?
Yeah, there was like a horror Archie series that came out a couple of years back that was like pretty hardcore, I heard. And yeah, and the same thing with like the Chilling Tales of Sabrina or whatever.
That's satanic.
That's
great
like
satanic.
Yeah, that's based off a comic though, and that Sabrina is
It's great.
out of Archie.
It's really good. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, did you know that?
Sabrina the Teenage Witch is
Yeah.
out of Archie?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah, same universe.
Yeah, because
obviously I'm not the Archie.
Archie's in Riverdale, Sabrina's in Greendale, which is like across the river or whatever from Riverdale.
Wow.
And we are in Danvale. Welcome to Danvale.
Danville.
In a couple of years, soon to be the official Dan Vegas.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we can talk about that for a second.
I call it
It's not
Confederate
official
Gotham.
Confederate Gotham.
Yeah, that's what they call Danville, Confederate Gotham.
We just need
with
some
no Batman.
No Batman. No fucking Batman. There's some rich fuckers, and they're assholes, but they're not Batman.
We'd have like Duff Man or some shit.
No, I'd be okay with that.
Oh, yeah.
But if anybody is wondering what we're talking about, our little town is supposed to be having a casino hotel thing coming, and we don't have anything remotely even close to that in our little
There's
city.
there's a lotto machine in every gas station.
Yeah, we do.
There's 5 lotto machines.
Those little virtual game station things.
Waste your money stations.
Waste your money.
Yeah, that's just crazy. It's crazy how many people like go in the store and just see like all of those just lined up and people just sitting down. It's crazy.
That's what a casino is, brother. But the exciting thing about that casino is that they had a little. Did you guys see the video that they made? Like there was like
it's like a drive-by kind of.
Yeah. Well, when I seen it, it like had a little scroll in front of the building that said Patti LaBelle. So I'm hoping that if they do have something like that, they're gonna have some musicians come, some music come that's not fucking country music.
Oh man, you want Darius Rucker to come back?
Oh come
Sing
on,
Mortal Kombat Aftermath theme song.
Bruh, I wouldn't.
He's such a baby, yeah, the dolphins make him cry.
I was there for
Hootie. Said the dolphins make him cry.
I was there for Hootie and the Blowfish, man.
I was too, man. They called me that in high school, dude.
Sing it again.
Yeah. They called me that in high school. What'd you say?
I said, sing it again with the hat off. It don't matter. You got to have the hat off.
All right, hold on. You ready?
Get a character.
Why do you punish me? I can sing like him too, which made it worse. But then I made out with a lot of white girls that way.
That's like kryptonite to white people, man.
Went out back to get high. I'm gonna stop. I'm not at a party right now trying to swoon someone. I don't want to have Mike trying to drive back over here and get my Robert Pattinson butt.
Oh shit, man. This is gonna be a shorter episode, I guess. I thought we had a whole lot of shit to talk about, but
we did okay.
I think we're good.
I was a little interrupty and wiry, but I think we did okay. At least we got a show done, At least we got a podcast done. I'm glad I was here because God forbid.
Caleb.
Hey, brief video game conversation.
Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Caleb's got a topic? Caleb's got something. He's bringing something to the table? Caleb's bringing something to the table? Hold on. Corey, don't laugh. Shut the fuck up. Caleb's talking. Go ahead, Caleb.
You shady as fuck. Right now. You know you are.
One of these days, man, when I just don't show up, he's going to be like, damn, man, what happened? What happened? Dude, where you at? And there's going to be no answer. He's going to be like, damn, man. He's going to be like,
we could just put your picture down there. Yeah. Puppet will be Caleb at the bottom.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you know what? Fuck it, man.
Yo, man, in the podcast. Take us home, Caleb. Take us home, Caleb.
Life doesn't give us purpose. We give life purpose by the great Barry Allen.
And chase your muse.